want to hear that? That was a beauty in itself. I can't, for the best of me, leave the topic of Israel.
Ideology.
Ideology. Let me take a little detour.
This is an ideological battle.
Yes, I think so. You said it. I will show it. On different levels. This is a battle on many levels. Lies. Thou shalt not lie. And narratives. How the situation is a battle of different aspects, levels, and it is, as I would say, this is a ideology battle.
This is an ideological battle.
Yeah. I let this lady translate it because I have some difficulties with this word. Ideology. You see, ideology is ideas. Ideas. And ideas you get from stories. Some stories are invented in order to make a different perspective. As the story of the Palestinian people, that is a certain ideology in itself that is based on lies. And been to Israel, and I went and saw from a perspective from outside the old city. I saw the city of David. And a certain Palestinian come up to me and said, we had this town, ancient town, for many, many thousand years ago. And here you see the Palestine. This is the Palestine. I said, this is not Palestine, this is Israel. And I think many are unaware they are ignorant to what the fact is. So when the narrative gains momentum, it becomes a certain factual information. For those that don't know the roots, they are told that this is Palestine, which it is not. And when people are talking, when journalist is writing and speaking, and when political entities have their go. They come up with this, the suffering of the Palestinian people. And the debate I saw yesterday confirms that this is more of an ideological battle about narratives, about what is true. We know a fact that I was linked to be disproven. But it was more other way around. That Romans, back in the time of Jesus, was naming this place Palestina, Philistia, and it is when professors and journalists are saying this is Palestinian people. I wonder how they can do it, because they know well, most of them should be educated enough to know that the first Palestinians were Jews. They were called just because of the mockery of Romans. Romans occupied the territory. The Jews had to flee, and the place was called Palestine. And from that moment on, it became a battle over what this country was, what this area is all about. And I've been into some stuff that is pure lies. There is an invincible enemy within this battle. And the concrete version of it is the fight between Hamas, Hezbollah, Fatah and Israel. Founded by the evil spirits of Islam. The evil spirits, when they don't know the spirit themselves, because the spirits hide behind lies. The Spirit of God is shown by truth. That is a fantastic picture, because in the Hebrew Bible, the Hebrew letters conveys the truth. It is in its own self, intrinsic within the letter, how it's configured, how it's graphically portrayed. It not only say the truth, it have a word in Hebrew have these three elements of truth. So that you see the Hebrew letter is spiritual, right? It is spiritual. All the letters in the Hebrew Bible is spiritual, because it stems from the root of truth. And the lie about the Palestinian people is so profound that it is just a made-up nation, made-up country, made-up entity, just because of the great enemy Israel had with the Philistines, that Romans took advantage and misused on the place, just to mock, to trample on, and do what the church is doing today, build on a lie that Israel never existed. The promises were never meant to the Jews, Now the church have this rudeness to them, that they want to inherit what God have given to the Jews, what God gave. You see, behind every truth, the modernists, it comes from the devil itself. Is it really true? The question that conveys doubt. Doubt is good if you can search for the truth, but if you are told a lie and you believe that, that is how the devil have cheated you, lured you into deception. So when people today talk about the Palestinian people, the liberation for Palestine, they are talking about the liberation of the devil himself. Not that I personify Palestinian with the devil. I think they are victims, as I said in my previous video. They are victims. It is a Stockholm syndrome with a big evil terrorist organization. The real enemy is those that doesn't give a damn about lives on other humans. They claim when they hit some of the Muslims, Arabs, that they are heroes, fallen heroes, for the case of winning the war against Israel, and waging war is just a spiritual and profoundly a battle of ideology. It is a profound fight about the truth. When you have some journalists and professors that say that this and that happened, and that's because of those happenings, I think they are putting themselves into the realm of truth. Their own opinion is part of the truth, and they don't really care about the truth either. They just want to put a picture. They want to have their go. I think that if the lies sticks, if the narrative sticks, they are happy. If someone believes them, they are happy. If I said I'm the best, I'm the richest, I'm the clever, I'm the smartest, and I am believed, that give me a boost. And those people that doesn't differ from truth to lies in that way will always feel proud. That is their arrogancy. There is if I get followers, I get arrogant. This lie about the Palestinian people, they are proud. I heard a certain conversation, an interview, that was an activist from Jerusalem that was conveying the pity state of the Palestinian people and how proud they are in that regard. They are so proud of their pittiness that it is, in my eyes, quite shameful, because they benefit on their lie. And now that Hamas is making the order of the day down in Gaza, they have even found millions of fuel that Hamas is protecting. And the narrative is, there is a crisis in Gaza. Yes, It is crisis when Hamas cut off the pipelines in order to transport water and sewage. When Hamas just move them because they are good pipes in order to make rockets against Israel. Now we have a water problem, that the water is damaged. There were a terrorist that was captured by Israel, and he said, honestly, we are destroying Gaza. We, the terrorists, the Hamas, the organizations that fight against Israel, is destroying. So you see, Israel is not destroying anything. Israel gave the lifeline, which the media didn't tell, just to portray Israel in the worst way. That would be a good argument in a debate, that why did you why didn't you convey the information that the Israel sent a lot of stuff, hundreds of trailers down to Gaza, just to have the picture right? No. They believe that even more hate. Now that this terror hit Israel in that way, the blooming of hate worldwide is ongoing. It is really an eye-opener for me how the evil is broadening, because the sooner the Messiah is coming, the more evil it will be. That is, this fight, they can, as the UN president said, Guterres, that this happening in Israel didn't happen in a vacuum, as he said, in a twisted way, which the UN is today. They condemn Israel more than any other country that treats its citizens so bad and wage war against many nations. They don't. The UN is a lying mouthpiece for Hamas and the worst countries in the world, because they lie about Israel. They condemn Israel for every action, every bomb that Israel is sending to Hamas is condemned. But was Hamas condemned? Yes, I think in this case, 7th of October was condemned. But he said this happening with Hamas didn't happen in a vacuum, as to say, Israel is to blame. He was made to say it, or said it by himself. Either way, it is a lie. The narrative of the Palestinian people is a lie. There were many peoples, and among them were Jews. And to point out a single entity of all those people to be Palestinian is to say, we hate Jews so much that we can't regard those that lived in Palestine, the area Palestine, as anyone. It is a Jew denial intrinsic in itself to say Palestine, because Israel was regarded as Palestine, conquered by Philistines. And as to say Israel is no more. And the Jewish people were labeled Palestinians because they were part of this area they lived in. And it must have been so cynical, so devastating for the Jewish people that this fear came over them. Now it is also today, it is fear among the Jews, nationwide, global wide. It is fear that is capturing people, even me. I feel this fear. But I have a word for those that fear. The Messiah will always be about peace. And sooner now than ever before, the Messiah is coming, because the hatred, the lies is on its peak. It can't be worse than all the hate and lies that is all about Israel, denying Israel. But Israel will be on the map. And it is written, it is stated to Abraham, those that bless you will be blessed. That's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. And if you love the truth and bless Israel, you are richer than anyone. And that is good. Keep the blessing. You can't get captured by the fear of the lion. Call on Messiah. Call on Messiah now. So the ideology is about lies that doesn't fit the truth that it's stated in the Bible. It is the root, the Hebrew letters is the root of truth. And I'm not a linguistic in Hebrew. I'm not a scientist. I'm just a layman that knows that God of Israel is a God of truth. He is saying the truth, and people will hate that doesn't compute with God. Can't bless Israel, will also hate God. God, because they will also hate the truth. They can't stand the truth. That is the ideology that this is all about. If they can't prove their obvious statement, they will try to intrinsically make a narrative of anything that flies. But here they get resistance. So in one of my first videos is about resistance. Resist this lie. Resist people that lie to you openly. And the people that are very selfish are liars. Because they stoop to the ability to lie in order to get more of themselves. More about themselves. But we are put here to serve. To connect with God. And I'm sorry to say that people have been preoccupied with their own ideology, because they believe that the silence is the best way. If they keep silent about this, there is a lot of things that people can shout out on. First we had this pandemic. We had this Ukraine war. Now we have a Middle East crisis. What is next? What is rolling on next? People's silence. During the World Wars, they were silent about the Jews that were haunted by Hitler, by Stalin, by many other world leaders that haunted the Jews. They had no regard for the promised people, the beloved people. God's protection will be shown again. God will protect. And I believe that this time around people will turn. People have got enough of these lies. They will seek the truth. That is the people's way. They have to seek the truth in order to know. So why? They have to ask themselves a question. Why does everyone hate Israel? And the made-up narrative is that Israel is stealing land from the Palestinians. The Jews were defined as Palestinian, which no one among the Arabs would like to have. Now this have twisted, it is twisted because now the Palestinian that hate Israel the most is called Palestinian. The Arab, the people that hated Israel the most is against God. Against God. It is a different God altogether, a God of lies, God of different ideology, and people that can't find in themselves to keep to the truth. They are so selfish, desperate, with different narratives. Even in the Harvard University and other universities, now they have hordes of Israel haters that is preaching lies to the students. Washington Post hired a journalist that praised Hitler. What ideology is that? That Washington Post, one of the largest newspaper in the world, now I've hired, just recently after this attack on 7th of October, hired Israel hater, Jew hater, and Hitler praising journalist that openly hates Israel, hates Jews. So my friends, I have no more to say. This is a video of how I see it. This is an ideological battle that is showing itself today. And it's all about the lies that people can make up against Israel in order to fight Israel, in order to leave Israel to lack of support. But we believe that Israel only need prayers and people that bless them, because it's stated we are to be blessed if we bless Israel. Shalom.